Now our Honorable Prime Minister is online. Usha's dream project, the internationally acclaimed synthetic track, is being dedicated to the country. Our respected President, Olympian Padma Shri P.T. Usha welcomes our Honorable Prime Minister. Ma'am, please.
Most respected Honorable Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi ji, respected Union Minister for Sports, Sri Vijay Goyal ji, who have always supported the athletes striving hard to achieve something for our country. Respected Kerala State Minister of Sports, Sri A.C. Moideen sir, distinguished guests on and off the dais, my dear brothers and sisters, Namaskaram. Very good evening to all. I am really privileged and immensely honored here today to deliver the welcome address on this very auspicious occasion. On behalf of our Usha School of Athletics family, we welcome you all with great happiness and deep gratitude. This is the first step towards the fulfillment of our dreams. We hope that within the next 8 years, we will have an Indian at Olympic podium from among our athletes who are practicing on our very own ground. If we look back, in the year 2002, we humbly started a non-profitable charitable trust in the name of Usha School of Athletics with the sole aim of identifying and nurturing the young athlete talent across the country and to train them with a systematic and scientific basis, providing all international facilities, bearing all expenses. A typical example of private-public partnership, a true model of emerging India and make India, a selfless service to our great nation. Past 15 years, we have struggled a lot, fought against the present system, crossed many hurdles and turned a lot of blood to sweat. We have had victories, we have had sorrows, we have had joys and happiness, and we have had pains and agonies. But we forget everything when we see our athletes standing on the victory podium. During all such hard times, we, Usha School of Athletics family, have stood together behind our students. Our own Ushaites have already won many medals for the state and country. They have made us proud by letting our national flag fly high, our national anthem echoing in the foreign lands. During those times, our state government have always stood behind us, and at the very last, the Government of India extended their full support by the means of the National Sports Development Fund. Thanks to Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, thanks to Sports Authority of India, a very big thanks to our own Sports Secretary Injetik Srinivasan sir, thanks to Joey Sebastian sir, thanks to former Sports Minister Ajay Makan sir who paved the way for this 823 crore project. From the bottom of our heart, we sincerely express our deep gratitude to all people who have strived hard for our progress. Today, our most honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji, our universal leader, and a person who is very close to the hearts of billions of people around the world, we welcome you, sir. हम भारतवासी ये उम्मीद रखते हैं कि सरकार हमारा साथ है और हमें ये विश्वास है तभी तो हो रहा है देश का विकास और राष्ट्र की प्रगति. प्रणाम. We hope we have pleasant evening with our most honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, and I humbly request you, sir, to dedicate the newly constructed synthetic track to our great nation. Thank you, sir. Namaskaram.
My colleague in the Council of Ministers, Sri Vijay Goyal ji, Sri A.C. Moideen, Sports Minister of Kerala, members of the Parliament, Sri M.K. Raghavan, our elder leader, Sri Rajgopalan ji, P.T. Usha ji, dignitaries on the dais, Namaskaram. Yende Sahodari Sahodar Namare E Chadangale Pangaide Kannudilnyan Adiv Santustanam Sandoshavanaman. Congress to all sports lovers on the inauguration of the synthetic track in USA School of Athletics. This track is an important landmark in the development of USA School and will provide modern facilities to the trainees. I take this opportunity to acknowledge the contribution of our own Payoli Express, Udan Pari, and Golden Girl of India, P.T. Usha ji, for the development of this school. P.T. Usha has been a shining light of sports in India. She endured several challenges in life and went on to enter Olympics final, missing a medal only by a whisker. In the history of Indian athletics, very few have achieved a track record like hers. Usha ji, the nation is proud of you. What is even better is that Usha ji has continued her association with sports. Her personal attention and focused approach have started bringing about good results, and now her trainees like Miss Tintu Luka and Miss Jinsa Matthew have already made their mark at the international level. Like Usha ji, Uska School is making the best use of every opportunity by utilizing simple and limited resources. I take this opportunity to also congratulate the Ministry of Sports and Youth Affairs, Sports Authority of India, and the CPWD for having completed this project, which suffered various hurdles resulting in delays. But then, better late than never. One of the topmost priorities of our government is speedy implementation and completion of projects in the designated time. In fact, the project was sanctioned in 2011, but the work order for the synthetic track was awarded only in 2015. I have been informed that this track is full PUR, and this PUR track, polyurethane running, it has been designed so as to minimize the chance of injuries and is compatible with the international standards. Sports is closely linked with the human resource development of a society. I have always been of the view that in addition to keeping the body healthy, sports always transforms the personality, bringing about holistic development. It instills discipline and ethos of hard work. It provides learning for life, which enrich our thought process. The sports field is a great teacher. One of the best things one learns on the sports field is equanimity, to face victory and defeat as a part of life. We learn to be humble in victory and at the same time not to be bogged down by defeat. A defeat is not the end. In fact, it is only the beginning to rise up again and achieve the desired results. Sports enhance teamwork. It also brings a spirit of oneness, openness, and empowers us with the capability to accept others. It is essential that we adopt sports as a part of the lives of the youth in our country. To me, sports includes the following attributes. I will expand the word sports to share them. S for skill, P for perseverance, O for optimism, R for resilience, T for tenacity, S for stamina. Sports create a spirit of sportsmanship which matters both on and off the field. That is why I often say, जो खेले वो खिले, जो खेले वो खिले. Those who play shine. In this interconnected and interdependent world, our nation's soft power is vital. In addition to a nation's economic and military strength, our nation's soft power is seen as central to its identity. Sports has become an important part of soft power. Given the global reach and fan following various sports and sports persons, our country can carve its own niche in the world through sports. Achievers in any sports are a global source of motivation. Youngsters draw inspiration from their success and struggles. During every major international competition, be it an Olympics or a World Cup or any other such forum, the entire world takes joy in the achievements of other nations, however big or small they may be. This is the uniting power of sports. Sports and culture have a transformative potential in enabling stronger and deeper people-to-people ties. Even at home in India, a single player catches the imagination of the whole country. His or her performance acts as uniting force. Everyone prays for him or her when he or she is on the field. The popularity of these athletes lives on beyond that times too. For years, sports, just like the pursuit of knowledge, is a part of Indian culture and tradition. Sports activities like archery, swordmanship, wrestling, Malkham, boat racing are known to have existed for ages. In Kerala, sports such as Kuttiyam Kolam, Kalari have been popular. I am also aware of how popular mud football is. I am sure many of you know about Sagol Kangje, which is originally from Manipur. It is said to be older than polo and also played by a wider cross-section of society. We have to ensure our traditional games do not lose their popularity. Indigenous games too must be promoted as they have evolved organically from our own way of life. People take to these games naturally, and playing them will have huge positive impact on the personality and self-esteem of growing minds. The roots will become stronger. Today, the world is taking renewed interest in yoga. Yoga is being seen as a means of fitness and wellness, a means to lower stress. Our athletes should also consider making yoga a regular part of their routine and training. The outstanding results will be for everyone to see. Being the home of yoga, it is our added responsibility to make yoga even more popular across the world. And like yoga has become popular, we must think of ways to make our traditional sports popular globally. In recent years, you have seen how games like Kabaddi first became a part of international competition, and now even in the country, the large-scale Kabaddi tournaments are being organized. Corporates are sponsoring these tournaments, and I'm told these tournaments are being seen widely. Just like Kabaddi, we have to bring other local indigenous sports from various corners of our country to the national level. In this, along with the government, other sports-related bodies and the society also have a major role. Ours is a country with rich and diverse culture, which has almost 100 languages and more than 1,600 dialects, different eating habits, dresses, and festivals. Sports plays an important role in uniting us. Continuous interaction, travel for competitions, matches, training, etc., gives us the opportunity to understand the culture and tradition of other regions of the country. This strengthens the feeling of Ek Bharat, Shrestha Bharat, and contributes immensely to national integration. We have no shortage of talent, but we need to provide right kind of opportunity and create an ecosystem to nurture the talent. We launch a program, Khelo India. Under this program, competitions will be held in various disciplines from the school and college level to the national level. Focus will be on identifying talent and then nurture it by providing sport. Khelo India also supports sports infrastructure. Women in our country have made us proud by their achievements in all fields, more so in sports. We must specially encourage our daughters and provide them with opportunities to take up sports. What is most gladdening is that in the last Para Olympics, our players showed their best performance ever. Perhaps going beyond the sporting achievements, these Paralympics and the performance by our athletes have transformed our attitude towards our Divyang sisters and brothers. I shall never be able to forget what Deepa Malik, a household name in India, said when the medal was awarded to her. She said, and I quote, "Through this medal, I have actually defeated the disability itself." There is a great strength in this remark. We have to work continuously towards creating a mass base for sports. During earlier decades, there was an environment in which sports was not pursued as a career. Now this thinking has begun to change. Soon the results will be evident on the playground. A strong sporting culture can help the growth of a sporting economy. Sports as a full-fledged ecosystem can contribute immensely to our economy apart from creating lots of employment opportunities. The sports industry sector provides opportunities in different segments such as professional leagues, sports equipment and surfaces, sports sciences, medicine, support personnel, apparels, nutrition, skill development, sports management, among others. Sports is a multi-billion-dollar global industry propelled by enormous consumer demand. The global sports industry is estimated at around $600 billion. In India, the entire sports sector is estimated at $2 billion only. However, India has huge potential in sports. India is a sport-loving country. The passion with which my young friends watch the ongoing cricket champion trophy is the same with which they will see the EPL football, for the NBA basketball fixtures and the F1 races. And as I said earlier, they are also getting drawn onto sports like kabaddi. Our playgrounds and stadiums should be utilized to the maximum. Holidays should also be about going out and playing a sport. Grounds of schools and colleges or the stadiums with modern facilities in the district may be utilized. Before I conclude, I must appreciate the contribution made by Kerala in the field of sports and games. I congratulate each and every player who has played for India. I salute the determination of sports persons who toil for excellence. I also wish a bright future to Usha School and hope that the new synthetic track will facilitate them to achieve new heights and hopefully contribute to our preparation for major international sports events, including the Tokyo Olympic in 2020. I also urge the sports community to decide on a set of goals in sports when our nation marks 75th years of freedom in 2022 and place to realize them. I am confident that Usha School will produce more champions in track and field events at Olympics and the world events. Government of India will fully support you and will provide all possible help in achieving excellence in athletics. Thank you. Thank you very much. All possible help in achieving excellence in athletics.
Synthetic track is now ready to be inaugurated. Our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji will be inaugurating online. And the Dream Come True project of Usha School, internationally acclaimed synthetic track. To propose the vote of thanks, I welcome Ismail Kurumboy.
Good evening all. I feel honored to have this opportunity to propose a vote of thanks on this special occasion. I, on behalf of the Usha School of Athletics, the school president Padma Shri P.T. Usha ji, the students, well-wishers, and on my own behalf convey deep gratitude and hearty thanks to Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji for sparing his valuable time to inaugurate the Usha School Stadium. This is indeed a great honor for the school and a huge inspiration for our athletes. Friends, we have with us today our most gracious Union Minister for Sports, Sri Vijay Goyal ji. I wish to express our profuse thanks to the Minister for coming all the way here and delivering a very motivating presidential address. We are very grateful to you for this generous gesture, sir. My thanks to the respected Kerala State Sports Council, Mr. Sri A.C. Moideen, sir. We are greatly encouraged by your presence, sir, and look forward to your continued support for the school. My deep regards and sincere thanks to Sri M.K. Raghavan, sir, respected our own MLA Sri Purushan Kadalundi, sir, respected MLA Sri O. Rajagopal ji, Sri T.P. Dasan, Dr. M. Beena, Dr. Kishore, Sri P.I. Babu, Sri Babu Parasheri, and distinguished representatives of various local bodies. I also wish to express thanks to Sri Srikant S., Dr. Skiller Jose, Sri O.M. Nambiar sir, Sri Ajana Chandran, friends from the print and electronic media, our generous sponsors, and all the dear friends who are here for their immense support, presence, and encouragement. At the end, I once again thank the Honorable Prime Minister, the Honorable Union Minister for Sports, the State Sports Minister, the distinguished guests, and all our supporters for their presence on this historic occasion. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Nandi Namaskaram.
Thank you, sir. National Anthem.